It's time to cook with the quarantine.
Hi guys, today we're making perlou rice, also known as chicken bog. Alright, so when I woke up I decided that I wanted to try chicken perlou or chicken bog as some people call it. And I was gonna go get a rotisserie chicken, but I'm like, you know what? Or a whole chicken so that I could actually cook it myself. But then I was like, no, just use what you have. So I'm gonna try to make this using the chicken thighs that I had in my freezer. So let's see how it works. I'm gonna start by cutting this onion, and I only need about a quarter of it. So cut in half. Half again. And I'm just gonna add it just like this. So this recipe also calls for garlic. So I'm going to not mince this, but just chop it up a bit. And let's drop these in the pot. Uh-oh, the onions are getting to my eyes. So as I said earlier, I'm just using chicken thighs that I have. And yes, cooking from frozen because again, I just thought about this morning, so we'll see how it goes. Right, now I'm going to fill this with water, enough just to cover the chicken. Alright, to season this, I'm just going to add some salt. And some pepper. And if it needs more seasoning, I'll add more later, I think. Or I'll look through my cabinet and see what else I want to add now. Now it's time to turn the heat on and let this simmer for, the original recipe says 40 to 60 minutes. I'm going to go 30 minutes and then come and check it. It's been 30 minutes, but the chicken is definitely not finished. So I'm going to set the timer for another 30 minutes. Alright, so the chicken has been cooking for an hour. I'm going to take this out, see if it's done. And if it is, then we'll move on to, the next step. Alright, so I'm going to use this meat thermometer. Check it out. So that's done. That's done. It's not done. I checked this one earlier. Make sure it's on the meat and not the board. Alright, so I'm just going to toss these pieces back in just for a few more minutes to be sure I'm not eating raw chicken. Well, not raw, but undercooked chicken. Toss the chicken back in for a few more minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and cut up the sausage. Whenever I cook chicken, I always get so paranoid that it's not fully cooked. And fortunately, it's only been 1 or 2 times where I've overcooked it. So I always like to err on the side of caution because I don't want to get sick. If you've ever had food poisoning, or if you've ever been just sick from eating something bad, you know it's no fun. So yeah, anyway, let's get the chicken. Alright, so for my next step, I'm going to strain the water. I have a bowl in the sink, and I'm going to use this little strainer, and hopefully this works. same pot, I'm going to add the butter and let this melt down. While the butter is melting, I'm going to use my bear claws to shred the chicken. And I should have put these in a larger bowl. Would have been easier. Because that's not working. Now the butter is pretty much melted. I'm going to add in the sausage and let these cook for a little while. Alright, so I decided to add the onions back, and now I'm going to add in the broth so that I can cook the rice. And I'm using the measuring cup because I don't know if I'm gonna, I don't think I'm gonna use all of the broth, so I don't make too much. Even though I'm pretty sure it's still gonna be more than I need. So I'm gonna turn the heat up and let this come to a boil. And I'm wondering, I guess, I don't really know if there's a point in saving this, because it would be good to cook more, but I'm sure what I cook today will last me today and tomorrow, so guess I'll just toss it. So now that this is boiling, I'm going to add in the rice. Just give this a quick stir. Then I'm going to put a top on and let this cook for 20 minutes. Before I do that, I need to add in the chicken. So I'm going to add the chicken. Give this a stir in there. Now I'm going to reduce the temperature. Put the top on. And let this cook for about 20 minutes. Unlike when I'm cooking regular white rice, the directions for this says that I should give it a stir maybe twice in the 20 minutes that it's cooking. So we're about halfway there, and I came to do that. So that's the stir. Time to put the top back on and let it finish cooking. So it's been 20 minutes. Let's check this out and see how it looks. It smells really good. I'm going to turn the heat down even more and just let more of the broth cook into the rice. Alright, so as my vegetable, I'm going to cook this eggplant because it is starting to go bad. See all the bruises. So I'll start by cutting off the top, and then I'm going to cut this in half lengthwise, and then in half again, and this side in half, and then once again half, half, then I'm going to cut in half this way. To draw out some of the moisture, I'm going to sprinkle these with salt. And I'm going to let them sit for 30 minutes before patting dry. Alright, so I was going to wait on the eggplant to get finished to eat, but I'm hungry now and the eggplant's going to take about 40 minutes. So it's time to try this out. It smells good. It's still really hot. It's super hot, so I need to let it cool down so I don't get halitosis. It's good. I like it. Very flavorful. But I'm not surprised because I did what I've started learning to do, or what I've learned to do, and taste the broth on the way, so I'll know exactly how it's going to come out. The only thing I'm going to add to this is a little hot sauce. And of course, it's got to be Texas Pete. I didn't even overdo it this time. Not yet, anyway. Yep. That's good. So I wonder, I used Roger Wood sausages. I wonder how this would taste with the andouille sausage, because that's kind of spicy. And I like almost everything spicy. But anyway, this is good. So, oh, that's funny. I'm at home, so I can do that. I can eat off my hand. But anyway, I'm going to finish eating. I'll see you guys in the next video, or when the eggplant is done. I'm mixing together olive oil, some salt, and some pepper. I'm going to mix this up. Alright, so now I'm going to toss all of these in the bowl so that I can rinse them and then pat them dry. So this will help get rid of some of that salt that I put on just to draw out the moisture. Alright, so now I have the eggplant on my baking sheet lined with parchment paper, skin side down, and I'm going to brush them with the oil, the seasoned oil mixture that I made in the beginning. I'm going to put these in the oven for about 25 minutes. Alright, so this is the eggplant after 30 minutes, I think. They look like little potato wedges. We'll see how they taste. I'll let them cool down for a few minutes. They are cooling. I'm going to soften this lemon so that I can squeeze over it, or over them. Alright, so I'm going to cut this in half and then squeeze over the eggplant. Alright, so let's taste the eggplant and see how it tastes. It's too soft. Oh. Ugh. I don't like the texture. I'm gonna try another one. Oh no. It's way too soft. Can't eat that. Eggplant, this roasted lemon, olive oil, whatever, eggplant, epic fail.